Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we have top MLM fails, number 90. No, I'm dyslexic. Number 89. 89, not 98. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Actually, before we do, did you know that we have new merch? It's my favorite. I'm super excited about it. It will be linked down below in the description box. It is also in my link tree, so like my link in bio across all social media. But then also there'll be like a little panel of it below this video. So please do check that out.
So here I am, got my kids a Kumon, got some time to kill. And what else better to do than check out some fun filters? But you know what? I wanted to just touch on something because, you know, I started a new business. There's always going to be haters. There's going to be people that are always like, you know, what are you doing? I need to tell you something. A pyramid scheme is illegal.
So is murder, but that happens every day, doesn't it?
And for those that know me, no, I can't do something illegal, nor would I ever want to. So for those of you that think that any type of direct sales or network marketing is a scam and all that, that's just because of the shady people in the industry, and there's shady people in every industry, including my day job.
But here's the thing. It's the industry itself that is shady. And I actually saw that someone had posted, I forgot where it was, actually. It might have been on the Anti-MLM Reddit page. I might have seen it before I left that page. I saw someone post somewhere that they're going to not like call MLMs a pyramid scheme anymore. They're just going to talk more about how it's a scam and how it's unethical, because that's the second like layer of that conversation. And then they can't really combat that like they are unethical or that they're a scam or, you know, things like that. So it's a better way to approach it. So personally, I'm going to try to do that more. I already do that more, but I'm going to try to work that into my content a lot more and talk about how multi-level marketing companies and the network marketing industry itself is scammy and gross and unethical. If you want to call it a pyramid scheme or not, that's fine. But in my opinion, it is scammy and unethical and gross. I do love that filter though, looking like Dolly, the queen.
So don't judge a book by some really crappy people that you've come along the way. Just like, you know, people have come across some shady law enforcement people. They're not all bad. So yeah, just thought I'd put that out there.
Direct selling is a business model. It's not a scam. Two things can be true at once. It can be a business model and a scam, just like a pyramid scheme is a business model and it is a scam. A Ponzi scheme is as well. Lord, these awakened people, she's in the MLM Awakened, which is a new MLM. It's very much so new age Amway vibes is how I would describe it. All right, let's see what Tina Better is doing. It says, are you looking to grow your business presence, or are you just here for the drama and pics? Care about people, greet each person with love, or block them. What?
Wanted to hop in and share a little something with you guys. And this has to do with building your content, creating a following, things like that. I've had people reach out to me and say, how do you have so many followers? How da 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 da? Well, so let me just share a couple tips that are helpful for me. Number one, I've been at this about 4 years, almost 4 years I've been at this. So this didn't happen overnight. Number one, it takes time, consistency. Number two, and probably more important than time, other than, just don't give up, is care about people. Like, don't just go mass invite or go request people or DM people and tell them about your product that they probably don't care about. People don't want to know how much you know until they know how much you care. So I believe I've created a...
My God. This salesperson in me is cringing right now. I used to hate that saying so much. I mean, yeah, it's true, but also, if you want to grow your following, a not great way to do that is by joining an MLM. Because realistically, mostly all the people that follow her are in her MLM or another one. What I'm trying to say is that your audience, it's best and more sustainable and really just better for you if the people who follow you aren't doing the exact same thing as you. Creating quality content consistently Don't be putting out a bunch of content with filters on it. Don't be putting out a bunch of content that just looks like it was filmed on a potato. If you have a newer iPhone, you should be able to put out like crisp, clear, not even newer. I mean, you could have a iPhone 12. What are we on now? The 14? You should be able to put out clear content. There's sometimes when people post things and I'm like, what are you doing with this like star filter on here? Like, yeah, is that cute? Okay, but it's not aesthetically pleasing. And you don't have to be like super aesthetic. You don't have to be like that. But you're not going to be like pleasing to someone's eyeballs who is just coming across your page. I mean, there's people who I follow that I'm like, oh my God, I love like what they're putting out and they're so funny and blah, blah, whatever personality. But what gets people to your page and gets them to stop and look at you is the quality of your content. Not only like audio and visual quality, but also the quality of what you are saying, the substance of what you are saying and what you're putting out there. So also, if you want to grow your audience and kind of trick the algorithm, whenever whatever platform you're on puts out a new feature, use that feature so much. I put out shorts. I should do it more. I don't. Really, I focus more on YouTube, but whenever YouTube has a new feature, I use it absolutely as much as I can. I want to be able to have the algorithm favor me and push my content out more.
Following by genuinely choosing people who are in alignment with my values, not just having a ton of people on my social media. Maybe that's smart, maybe it's not. However, there are certain things I don't care to see, and I will block you and not be your friend, and that's my choice. So I say be very specific about who you want in your following. There's billions of people in the world. You don't have to just have everybody. And I also don't accept every single friend because sometimes people's intentions aren't pure.
Maybe she's talking more about Facebook because this is on Facebook and the way she just said friend. Because right at the beginning when she was like, oh, not everyone, like you don't need to be friends with everyone. It's like, girl, as a content creator, you need to have those boundaries of like, no, you're a viewer, you're a follower, you're a subscriber. Like, you're not my friend. Like, I hardly have any friends, right? I mean, I like real life and social media life. Like, those are two completely different things. And that's weird. But now that I'm seeing that this is on Facebook, I think that's more so what she's talking about. And she's like, oh, I don't accept every friend. It's like,
if that makes sense. And so I want to build a following because I want to create a happier, healthier world. And I don't want to build a following to date or to exchange pictures. I am very specific. I'm not on here just to grow my Prove It community and build my business. That's a huge part of what started me on here. And then it led me down this other path of searching and helping and growing and leading. So my two tips I would say for you is number one, just be consistent. Be consistent, show up every day, provide value, just don't give up. And number two, choose your people and be very specific about your people. Who do you want on your social media and who don't you want? I don't come here for news and drama. I come here for growth and love. So
it's weird because like she's not really talking about growing a social media following. She's more so talking about, in my opinion at least, about growing like a team and growing a sales team. Because when you have a public page, I mean, that's the first thing. If you want to grow a social media following, have a public social media page, but also a page that is more for like a creator, for instance, on Facebook, a fan page. I like to call it a creator page though, because fan page sounds weird. And then on Instagram, have your creator page on there and link them together so that, you know, you can share easily on both and, you know, cross post. Still, like, this is not good advice. This is not good advice at all. But again, she wouldn't know what advice to give because she's not a content creator. She's not an influencer. She's a salesperson.
Your content and what it's on here for and why you're here, and you'll grow. It will happen. Just sometimes it takes time. And if I can tell you a couple things not to do, don't mass message people. Like, don't just go in and like follow, or like, or request. I know, I can tell when people do that, and I will message just about every person if I don't know who they are. If I do know who they are, then I message them and say hi. And if you can't say hi back or you can't respond to my message, you're probably mass requesting people or mass.
Who mass follows people? Like, what is this? It's so funny because people in, not everyone, again, this is a general statement or a blanket statement, but specifically this person, but a lot of people in multi-level marketing companies don't really have a good idea of being a social media influencer or the like analytical side of it. And they're really stuck in like just this like weird space. Like, oh, I'm going to go in and message every single person that I have followed. Why? Why are you doing that? Oh, because you're not actually trying to just grow a following to create content and monetize your social media. No, you're trying to build a sales pool, basically. You're trying to build a customer base.
Following people. And if you want to do that, that's cool. That's your jam. I'm here for it. Like, whatever. I think I have about 600 real estate people on my Facebook page, which is fine. You do you, booze. But like, there's also companies who will come on and cold message and ask me to follow and ask me to create a post and ask me to do this. You don't even, if you knew what I did, you would know and understand. I can't post your product, honey.
This woman's delusional. This is so embarrassing. She's literally talking about, at least I think, she's talking about the like spam that all of us get. Like the spam ones that are like, oh, we'll send you this or like post this, blah, blah. Like just ignore them, girl.
So stop asking me to join your business. I am in a business. So I just wanted to share that. I hope.
Or stop doing exactly what I'm doing. How are you going to on the people who are also trying to recruit others when you do the same thing?
That added value. I hope that all made sense. I'm sure if you're building a following of any kind, if you're growing your business, I support small business mamas and papas and men and women. I support that all day. I support love and joy and growing a happier, healthier world. And I will support you in other ways, but I will not join your business. I will not create a post. I don't need a house. And yeah, I have a financial advisor too. So it's all out there and there's tons of value and tons of content. But just be real specific and care about people. That's the number one thing I can say.
No, that's not it. If you want to grow a following, put out quality content consistently. Quality content consistently. Not what this person is doing. And don't try to like copy anyone necessarily. This is just hilarious that she's like, yeah, so I hope that made sense. Didn't make sense at all. You just showed that you don't know anything about being a content creator or growing a following. You're trying to grow a customer base.
Care about people. Care about their content, care about what they offer. That's all I have.
No, but what if like you see someone and you don't care? Like you're not going to care about everybody. You're not going to like everyone's content. All right, so this has copyrighted music, but it says, welcome to the side of the internet that's recovering from the toxic hustle while still sustainably busting booty to build our dreams. I'm sorry, what? A booming biz and a calm life. Not really. A money-making machine and an unplugged vacation. Well, yeah. An empire and bed at 10. Yes. A successful career and a 7 a.m. wake up. That one doesn't really make sense. Life and a fiction book in hand. This makes no sense. You can lay down the hustle without thinking you're lazy. Burnout isn't a badge to wear with pride. There's a better way. Because she said there's a better way, I swear that means money. I know it's hard to come to terms with, but I hope you're starting that business. You're busting your for needs. Wait, what? And you can't run it if you end up quitting out of complete stress, burnout, and fatigue. Enjoy this weekend, unplug a little, take a breath of fresh air, step out of fight or flight for a second, and take in all that's around you. You'll never have this moment back. I mean, yeah, that's nice, I guess, but I've never related more to a post. Are you still with money? 1,000%. How did I know? Such a hard balance, but definitely worth the fight. So are y'all having work-life balance? Or are you having time freedom? Are you hustling? Like, what are you doing? I don't want to say like my income's guaranteed because it's not absolutely, but mine is only dependent on like my work and theirs is dependent on the people below them, you know? So it's obviously completely different. The juice isn't worth the squeeze and you're wasting so much valuable time in your life. Like you say, oh, you're never going to get that back, but like it's also not your business. You don't own anything. Like what do you have to show for it? So this is a sponsored post. If you see any sponsored posts on Instagram, at the top little corner, you'll see 3 dots. Click that and then click report. You are not allowed to put MLM opportunity posts on an ad on Instagram. Also, don't you love how they're like, you never have to pay anything? Then why are y'all paying for ads? So this says New Zealand influencer opportunity, travel opportunities, uncapped income, supportive community, on your own time, personal development, social media training, best beauty products. None of that's really true. No follower count needed. Yes, you do. Who are you going to sell it to then? What are you talking about? Must be 18 or older. Swipe up to fill out the form. I cannot. Influencer opportunity. I don't know how many times I have to say this. As I don't like the word influencer, but also I just don't really care. But as an influencer, as a content creator, you cannot sign up to be an influencer. That does not make you an influencer. An influencer, having an influence, monetizing your social media, it takes time and an audience. So if there's no follower count needed, how are you going to be an influencer when you don't have any followers or you are not monetizing your social media? When you're an influencer, who is your actual customer base? How are you making that money? By having a following, by having the people who follow you buy something with your code or watch your videos. How are you going to have sponsored posts? What type of company, what type of brand is going to work with you and pay you for an ad read if there's nobody watching your videos? Says, okay, hear me out. You've watched me be an online coach for 4 years or less. You've had it in the back of your mind that what I do looks interesting. You need the ultimate form of accountability because you can't really stay consistent. If you cannot stay consistent, you should not work online or work for yourself. You want to help others. You want to bring in some extra income for your family, but you don't think you'd be good at it. You don't even know where to begin. You feel like you wouldn't be successful. Are A and C the same thing? You don't have a transformation of your own yet. Okay, what I described was me. 4 years later, I'm still growing and still doing something I'm so passionate about because I let go of fear and tackled a new journey with a community by my side to lead me along the way. I'm opening up 5 calls this week and next for those who have felt this way and want more, but don't know if it would be a good fit for them or if they would even like it. I do want to talk you through what I do, how I make money, and give you the real side of coaching. Are you going to show them the income disclosure statement? Are you going to show them your tax documents? Probably not. Little question box or a little poll and it says, I'll take a spot, please. Okay, I've literally felt like that. This is so out of my comfort zone, but I want to know more. All right, so D. Ellis posted on Facebook and said, I'm going to rant for a second. It's absolutely disgusting that anti-MLMers make the most toxic, bashing content and claim it's for good, yet brag about getting paid for it while teaching others to report and block content of those promoting products for a living. You don't promote products for a living. You sell products and recruit people into the MLM that you're in. That's what you do. Also, you can think that my content is, and I can only speak for myself, I can't speak for anyone else, right? You can say that my content is toxic and bashing. I don't know I haven't given this disclaimer yet in this video. I don't know anyone that I have put in this video. Guess what? I don't need to because I don't care about them. I want them to live the best, safe, happiest life, most successful life they can ever, of course. I truly do wish the best for them. I don't want them to be in an MLM, of course. I want them to make a lot of money, be successful, be happy, do whatever they want. However, being in an MLM, I don't want anyone to be manipulated for someone else's financial gain or just manipulated, period. That's not fun. I hate that. Calling someone out or pointing out manipulation, lies, mistruths, half-truths, cult tactics, things like that, that's not toxic and bashing. If you think it is, then you're just clearly not ready to hear that information. But I have taken accountability, listened to feedback, and apologized to specific people that I have hurt, and then also to my audience and my viewers as well. All right, well, I had commented on her page and then I'm a dum-dum and I guess I deleted it off of my thing here. So that's, just like really upsetting for me. Anyway, so I said something along the lines of like basically everything I just said. Nothing really deeper than that. All right. She posted a reel, or a reel if it's on Facebook too, that said, "Why slave at a job making someone else rich?" Ma'am, do you realize that you still work for a company and have an upline? Why slave at a job when you could have a downline and an upline and also still have a job? Oh my God. I've already done multiple six figures again this year working from my phone, from home, or anywhere with Wi-Fi, side hustle, blah, 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 blah. That's an income claim. Can't do that. So I don't know what's worse, the amount of people who use drama, lies, and manipulation to build an online business, or the amount of people who keep falling for it over and over again. There is a better way. D, I don't know if you know this, but I think I think we have a lot in common. I think you don't like MLMs, but yet you're in one. The way that you're saying is better is an MLM where you, from what I have seen, you are misleading people. You are being deceptive. All right, and then this caption says, "Debt-free company, no investors ever. Less than 2,500 active affiliates. Ground floor." That's not the ground floor, my girl. Minimum corporate overhead, so 55% profits go back into the affiliates' pockets. Make $25 to $175 plus in commission per sale. Recruiting not required, but recommended. I like that she at least said that. Paid 12 different D, you're not paid 12 different ways. Like, what does that even mean? Like, you're paid in Cheerios, you get high fives, you get benefits and discounts and your normal pay every week. What they mean is like, you get this bonus and that bonus and this bonus. Well, what are those actually for when you strip away all the fancy names? Recruiting and sales. That's it. Wellness, health, beauty with fire branding. It's not fire branding. It's pretty awful. 20/1 customer to rockstar ratio. Rockstar, that means that this is ARIEYL. Earn free product credits that deposit instantly. CEOs that listen and implement to help growth. Celebrating 2 years this month. Solid and successful multi-7-figure foundation already established to help you win. Solid and successful multi-7-figure foundation already established to help you win. Why would their income have anything to do with you? That's not the way an MLM works. The money doesn't go down, the money goes up. Collaborative leadership. We all work together. You all work for each other. Brand new plug and play automated app system ready to help you grow beginning day one. There's so many reasons as to why here, why now, but the numbers I've seen in the last 30 days are mind-blowing enough. And yet you're still trying to recruit 1 billion people a month. Okay, I'm sold and so freaking obsessed. If you haven't jumped into this automated app business yet, you must. You have nothing to lose, and it's literally free right now until end of month. 30 to 50% commissions, and you get a discount to share. What app? And how would that be automated? Like, don't y'all understand that in sales, if it's automated, your turnover rate, your clawback rate, your refund rate would be so much higher, because sales is about creating and building relationships. If someone just buys something from someone they don't know, like, they're most likely going to return it or get a refund because they don't care and they don't know that person and they don't have that like connection with them. But now if you actually build a relationship, because that's what sales is all about, is building relationships, then again, this is all about recruitment. It's just so gross. Speaking of that company sucking, I have another Zoom call. I have like 75 Zoom calls to sneak into. So I'm going to do a bunch of videos like that, but I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I did. Who is calling me? Like, just stop calling me. Please never call me again. If I could make it to where no one could ever call me, I would be a very happy girl. Like, subscribe, and comment. We have new merch linked below, and it'll also be in a panel down below, right below this video. If you would like to check that out, I would appreciate it so much. That is one of the best ways you can support the channel, other than just watching my content. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this. Stay spicy. You are so, so, so valuable. Your feelings are valid, whatever you're going through right now. If it's negative, it is temporary. You will get through this. You will not feel like this forever. I promise you that. And if it's going great, it is also temporary. So please live in the moment and cherish every single second. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.